uncle said, I don't know your sister. The girl said, my sister knows you. When I have money, I will send you something. So we got a pounded yam. As soon as the girl turned, we descended on the pounded yam. We were breaking the bones of the chicken when the girl returned. I said, I'm sorry, I came to the wrong house. A miracle will come to your house today. Even if it's not meant for you. In the name that's above every other name, a miracle will come to your house today. God is enough for the elderly. The greatest problem of the elderly is loneliness. They won't tell you, but that's the truth. The children have grown and they've gone. Some of them have japa, some didn't japa to London, they just japa away from home. And the older you get, the lonelier the situation becomes. One of the things God told me some couple of years ago is that you just have to get used to this. That the older you get, the more of the people who are your friends who will die will be. Because everybody will go at his own appointed time. Some people who are younger than you will die. You can't stop them. They have their own appointed time. But the good news is that God doesn't die. Hallelujah. Your friends may go, but God is still alive. And he made a promise in Isaiah chapter 46 from verse 3 to 4. Isaiah 46 from verse 3 to 4. He said, I'm the one who have been carrying you from your mother's womb. I will carry you to your old age. That's the promise of God. He made another promise in Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5. Hebrews 13 verse 5. He said, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. And so those of you who are elders, relax. Anytime you feel lonely, just remember there is someone by your side who is as close to you as your shadow. He said, the Lord is my shade on my right hand. And I know what I'm talking about. I know when my mother grew old, and all my sisters were gone. I mean, they have to go. They're married. They have to go to their husband's house. And me, the boy, the favorite boy, I've grown too. So I have to be by my own assignment. And so she was in EL-SHADDAI, in a little house that God built for me in the outskirts. Those days, it was far into the bush. Just a handful of houses there. Each time I went to see her, oh, she's so happy. And we would sit down and she would tell me things that happened years ago. When I come next time, she will repeat the same thing. So I know she just wanted somebody to talk to. When it is time to leave, I can feel her agony. I can feel her pain. But what can I do? I can't sit down with her. So I cry to God, please, Lord, help me solve this problem. And solving the problem, let me tell you the truth, is not getting a house help. There are certain things that you can't discuss with a house help. Many of you know what I'm talking about. When you want to talk to somebody, even if you are not the same age, at least there is a little bit of semblance. And then God answered my prayer in a miraculous way. What happened? One man just became mad in the neighborhood and just began terrorizing people. So on one occasion, this madman was chasing a woman. The woman had a baby on her back, another child by the hand. When the woman looked back and saw the madman closing in, he dropped the baby he was holding, she was holding, and escaped with the one she was carrying. The man got to that little child to tell you how mad he was. He took the hand of the child and broke it. Oh yes, that's how mad. And then the madman turned and saw an elderly woman, not very old, but fairly elderly, and began to pursue that one. And that one ran, and the only house nearby was my house. And so she ran into the house where my mother was alone. And the madman stopped. The madman saw something about that house and decided not to enter. From now on, the devil won't enter your house. That elderly woman said, okay, this is a house where a madman will not enter. She said to my mom, please, can I come and live here? That's how my own problem was solved. In God's own miraculous way, every problem of those of you who are elderly will be solved today. But now when God spoke to Abraham and said, I'm Jehovah EL-SHADDAI, he said something to Abraham, walk thou before me. That tells you one thing straight away. God has a before and he has a behind. Walk thou before me means walk where I can keep my eyes on you. Walk where I can see you. Because 2 Chronicles chapter 16 verse 9, 2 Chronicles 16 verse 9 says, the eyes of the Lord is running to and fro throughout the whole earth, seeking for somebody to help. You have to be where his eyes can see you. Because the Bible also says in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, 1 Peter 5 verse 8, he said, your adversary the devil, like a roaring lion, is walking about, seeking whom he may devour. Every morning when we wake up and we want to go about our business, the devil is also awake and is looking for food. He will never find you. If you stay where God can see you, he will see the enemy before the enemy can come to you. Because his eyes are running, the enemy is walking, and the one who is running is going to arrive before the one who is walking. But if you refuse to stay where he can see you, want to stay behind him, then you're on your own. And the reason anybody will not want to walk where God can see him or her is because you have something to hide. If you have nothing to hide from the living God, you will say, of course, I want to walk in before you. I want you to see me. That's why you hear me crying every time, be holy, because his eyes will not behold sin. If you think you are clever, and there are things you can do behind locked doors that God cannot see, only one fellow has something to lose, and that will be you.